Hello and welcome back to the GXD-M YouTube channel. Now, we're going to be starting a new series. We're still going to be hanging around with the UKSF lads. We're still going to have the video from every mission on Sundays and go live on Tuesdays for you. But this is just something to post in between the mission videos. And yeah, so basically we're on Car Mechanic 21 as I said. We're going to go into the shop in a minute, and this new series is just going to be us buying salvage cars and then fixing them up, keeping some of them and getting rid of the rest. So let's turn off the big beast, the little workhorse that we've got, and let's head into the store. This is going to be a new series. Obviously we've got our shop here, auto repairs. We're not repairing anyone else's vehicles though, we're just here repairing the salvage vehicles that we buy from auction. Now inside we do have two new cars, which we're going to convert into one and get rid of the other one. So we've got a donor and we've got the actual car that we're going to be fixing. But yeah, as I said, we just jumped out of our little workhorse here, the Ford. It was an F-150, but on the side it's saying F-350. But it's our little workhorse, and yeah, we're going to go inside now. I'm going to stop standing around and keeping it a secret what car it is. We're going to head inside and we're going to crack straight on with work. Okay, and here we are. We're inside of our lovely shop. Ignore the boxes up there, there's nothing I can do about them, but the cars that we're going to be converting into one singular car in today's video are these two. We've got the Skyline R34 GTR. Now, this one here we bought from a salvage car auction. It had been in an accident, as you can see by this left side here, and it's the most complete out of them both. So this would be the one that we are gonna fix up and get back on the road. We're definitely gonna be keeping this one at the end, but the second car, so the next video, we've already looked at a car, we've already purchased the car, it's just hidden away until that video. And then as I said, this one over here as well, it's a little bit less than that one. So we're going to take some parts off this, transfer them over there, and make one full car. So yeah, let's get these cars straight out into the wash bay, let's get them cleaned, and then let's get them back in here, and let's get wrenching. Right, now that both the cars are washed, looking at the cars in a bit more detail, even though this one is the one with less on, it's also the one with less damage. Now, don't get wrong, yes, this is a game, we can just use a tool over here and it'll pull that dent out, but I'm trying to keep it as realistic as possible. So, we're going to transfer the parts off of this car onto this car, and that'll be the kind of rolling shell that we're going to sell. So we're going to crack straight on with that, and we're going to get that one up in the air and strip it. So that's the engine bay completely stripped other than the bottom engine mounting areas. The fuel tank and all that has now been stripped from the rear. All that's left is all the axles and suspension and the exhaust. With this car, we've not done nothing to it yet. We do need to strip this out, to which, to be honest, that is the only thing in here. So I'm kind of glad that we're using that one as a donor for this one. So we're going to strip this next. Really glad because this one didn't even have a fuel tank. So we're going to strip this and I'll be back in just a moment. And there we go, that's that car now stripped engine wise. So everything that we had in here, we're either going to replace or try and fix in our nice lovely engine parts fixing room. We do have a storage area here, which is good for us because there's some cars down the line that I'm looking to get hold of, and that room will come in handy. So I'm going to quickly head in the back, see what parts can be fixed, and I'll let you guys know with a list of what we actually need to purchase. What we can fix body wise, we can fix right fender, left fender, front bumper, and bonnet or hood, depending on where you are in the world. So we're going to get them fixed, get them back on the car so we can get a little mock up, and then yeah, we'll see what else we need to fix. Obviously, there is a new rear trunk that I do need to purchase, as this one doesn't have one. This one didn't come with one. I need to take the rear bumper off to see if that needs fixing, and the doors. But other than that, we're almost getting to the point of putting the engine together. That's the moment of truth. We're going to put all the body parts back on and see what we've been able to fix. Now, hoods, that's perfect. We've got the stock hood and we've got the aftermarket hood. We've got the red one, but we are going to go for the aftermarket hood. I don't know why I'm confusing that word. It is 11 o'clock at night when I'm filming this, and you might be able to see the rear end of what we might be able to add here. Front bumpers, we managed to fix the red one, but we are going to look at the aftermarket hood. Fenders, we managed to fix the front right and the front left. The doors, we managed to fix the doors. Perfect. Wing mirrors, that's one fixed. That's two. And rear bumper, we managed to fix them both. We're going to go for the aftermarket one as it came on this car, which means all we need to buy is new windows and the rear boot trunk area. So I'm going to quickly jump on the computer and get them parts ordered right now. So here we are. As you see, we're on the tuning website. So we've got the bog standard one where we could buy stuff for the truck outside and so on and so forth. But we're going to head over to the tuning one to begin with, as these are the parts that we can work with. Now the headlights, straight off the bat, we're just going to buy 2 new headlights. Now the front bumper, I'm not sure how I feel about the front bumper, if I'm being honest. The stock one does seem nice, but if we're going for aftermarket, then possibly this one. We'll buy it, and if we don't end up using it, we can always sell it. Now the trunk, or the boot, if you're from the UK like me, we're definitely going to be buying that, as it's the tuner one. Now tail lights, we're going to go bog standard tail lights, as they're the ones I prefer, and we're going to purchase all new glass so we don't have to worry about that. So we're going to wait for them to arrive, and then we're going to fit them. All of our parts. Now there's one thing left, and it's this front bumper. So we're going to slap on the aftermarket one just to see. I don't know, it ties in. I'm not too sure. I reckon whatever we paint the car, we will paint the standard bumper the same, and I'll leave it down to you guys in the comments. Should we go for aftermarket, or if I quickly just throw it on this car here, the stock. So there's your stock option, and there's your aftermarket. I am going to paint them both the same colour as the car when the car's finished, but they're your options. Now we're going to check on what electronics and stuff like that we can fix before we jump on to the engine. Able to fix a few parts for the Skyline. We was able to fix the radiator and the fuse box, the air box, stuff like that. We was able to fix. The rest of it we are going to have to purchase, and we definitely need to start looking into some wheels. But there's been a change. One car came with the standard engine, one car came with the turbo engine. So at the moment we've got the standard engine on the stand. We're going to strip this now in a time lapse, and then we're going to take the parts from this, try and repair them, and then put them on the turbo engine and put the turbo engine back in the car. So cue the time lapse. This is the turbo engine. We're going to strip whatever's on here, repair whatever we can, and then start the build process of getting it all here. Now, there's some parts I know I need to order. There's some upgrade parts that we're going to do to this, and they'll be ordered during the time lapse, and we'll get them straight on to the engine as soon as we can. But we're going to start stripping this. Right, that's that stripped down. We're going to leave the blueprint of it there. We're going to see what parts we can repair and then start building the engine back up for that car before we crack on to see what else it needs. And here we go. We're now going to start the build process of this car. So we managed to fix the block, which is perfect. And the rest of it you're going to see in the time lapse. So let's cue the time lapse again. There is the turbo engine built up. You may have seen we've added a few custom bits. There's some more higher modification RPM stuff. So we've got the intake and the turbo, as well as the header and the alternator, and I think it's the water pulley, I think that is, or the pulley, the power steering, sorry. But yeah, we're not going to put none of the gearing on the rear end until it's in the car. But moving over to the car, we take this wheel off and start examining to see what needs changing. Now, we do have some rusty parts, I know, but the rusty parts we're going to leave in there, they're working right now. And because it's going to be a car that we're going to be keeping, we can always replace them down the line when they fail. Now, we just need to run over here, grab the engine jack, put it at bay 1, and quickly run and take our engine off of the stand. And there she is, one fully built custom engine. We can now take the hood off and crack on with the rest. is now fully put back together. We're going to look at some wheels, but we're going to bring over the welder, get rid of all the excess rust. We need to get rid of them tail lights because they're not the ones that are staying. We're going to get rid of the rust, and then we're going to head over to the paint booth, paint, order the wheels, fit the wheels, and then sell this car off with any excess parts that we've got. So there's the rust gone. Send that back. Let's quickly fit our original tail lights. I'm not a big fan of the aftermarket ones. I kind of like the original. But let's get this sent over to the paint shop. We need to put the hood on. Can't forget that. And paint. I'm going to go for a factory colour. Now, everyone's going to be most likely saying, ooh, he's going to go for like the blue. Now, with me, I like this, which is kind of like Manel. I can't even say the word. Something jade. I have dyslexia. I struggle to say some words, and that's one of them. So, something jade or the Bayside blue. Now, I'm going to go for Bayside to begin with, but down the line, we could possibly change it to the Jade variant. Oh, very quickly as well, we're going to jump in here. They're all the old parts. We're looking for the front bumper, and we're going to paint that as well. It's just video proof. The old bumper wasn't here, so I've had to buy a new one to paint it the same colour. So if you guys in the comments say the stock bumper, then we've got it painted, ready to put on. And I will make sure in the next video, or the video after, you see that on the car. But I'm going to jump on the computer, buy the wheels, get them here, get them on the car. Now the rims, I am going to try and paint a different colour, but that'll be done after this video. The car is now fully put together, other than I think I'm going to change the interior a little bit. So we're going to get the car down, get it outside, change the interior, start it up, take it for its test drive, and then yeah, side in the glory. Paint looking absolutely perfect. Like I said, the wheels, we are going to change them. No, they're not going black, and we do need to tint the rear windows just a little bit. But it's outside. We're going to start it up for the first time. On the interior, we went for the Nismo seats. It's kind of hard to see. I'll jump back out in a second, but let's start it up and let's give it a rev for the very first time. Not a bad sounding engine, if I do say so myself. Now, like I said, with the seats, we went for the Nismo Recaro Z seats, but overall, great sounding car. This. Now we're going to quickly head off to the test track, give it a quick test, and I'll see you guys back here after that test. And there we go. That is the test over. Now, as I said, there is more things yet to come. The next car has been purchased, and it is on its way here right now. But it's time to say goodbye to our donor car. So we have took a loss of 14,000 on the chassis, but the parts went to a good cause. I went onto the good car outside, which at the start of the video, this didn't have an engine. It didn't have any of the coolant, batteries, fuses, air filters. It was missing suspension and everything. And now, this car alone has made me 71,000 in profit. So, not bad. But this has been a GXD-M YouTube video. This has been episode 1. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, be sure to show me some love. Hit that like button down below. Ding dong that notification bell so you know when I next post a video. Don't forget to hit the hype button. Now I'm going to jump in my Ford pickup truck, head off home, and start ordering the parts for the next car. I'll see you in my next video. Peace.